Welcome back, everyone, to Redbowl in Angers-Sud, France. We are here for the second of 4 matches in this singles stepladder competition. This is the 2020 edition of the QubicaAMF Bowling Promotion Cup. My name is Bruce Hall, and I'll be your international commentator for these matches. And this match is going to feature the winner of our first elimination round, Cynthia Frendo Duca, and you can see her here getting ready for her first shot on this 43-foot neon oil pattern, a fairly easy and high-scoring oil pattern. And Cynthia will be taking on Daria Pajak, who was the third qualifier in the 6-game qualifying that all these bowlers went through. And not a good start for Cynthia as she comes out with a 4-6-10 split. And as I mentioned, the 6-game qualifier, all 6 of the competitors in these matches went through a 6-game qualifier. That was led handily by Alexandra Lopez, who shot plus 216, 14-16 for 6 games. Followed by Matthew Magro, who's in second. And the winner of this match will face Matthew for the right to bowl Alexandra for the title. And Daria was third, and that gives her the right to bowl Cynthia, who defeated Sergei Braga and Valentine Saulnier in our first match, which was a 3-person match with 1 person advancing, and that was Alexandra, who did so by virtue of the fact that she shot 221 scratch. She gets 8 pins handicap, actually, and that gave her a 229 victory over Sergei and Valentine. So let's watch Daria's first shot. Daria has been dominant on this 43-foot neon oil pattern with that beautiful release and swing. And how about a tough start for her with a 7-10 in the pocket. No love there at all for Daria, and she got all of that one. It wasn't a bad shot at all. She's throwing that global 900 volatility, and that is a powerful ball, not that different than what we saw Valentine throw and with the Storm Axiom last round, and just doesn't get it to quite turn the corner through the pocket the right way, and unfortunately ends up with the 7-10 and then flags the 10 pin, ends up with 8 out in the first frame. So we're off to a 9-8 start in frame number 1 here. And let's see if Daria can recover here. Hold the ball fairly low. She doesn't want too much speed out of that shot, but look at that rip through that release, and a beautiful shot there. It almost looks like she's lofting the ball out a little bit. Let's see if this ball, it catches a little bit of airtime there. I think she's trying to wait and maybe get the ball down the lane a little bit, get the right kind of back end. If she lays it shorter at the line, she knows it'll hook early and then stop on her. And here is Cynthia once again, made almost all perfect shots in her first match. Unfortunately, she's missed already here on the left lane, and here she is on the right, and that's a little bit to the left, maybe overcompensating somewhat for the 4-6 she just left, and unfortunately leaves a 3-10. So let's see where this goes. That's crossed about 14. She had been looking at about 12, but she might have wandered right with her feet a little bit. Got a little bit to the left and did not have enough to slow down, make the corner, and come back up to the pocket. So now faced with a very difficult 3-7. Let's see if she can go straight at this. And that's got a chance. Unfortunately, that's going to be 8 out. So 2 opens to start this quarterfinal match, we'll call it, for this 2020 QubicaAMF Bowling Promotion Cup Stepladder Singles. And let's see a Cynthia come back here. Cynthia from Malta. She is 29 years old. Coach Mark Spiteri. She holds the Malta ladies record for 4 games at 986. And look at this beautiful arm swing. Got through that one very well. Is that going to skid? Oh, that one just hydroplanes on the oil. We had been saying that that left lane on the left side is a little bit tighter, but that was just, let's see what happens here. She just fails to hit it at the bottom or gets a little bit in. If she gets it into the oil and pitches it, just she's worried about, obviously, that 4-6 she just left on that lane. So she's getting what we might call the dreaded over-under. She got one out to the dry and it hooked too much, got it into the oil a little fast, and it goes straight. And that's why good bowlers sometimes can struggle quite a bit on wet, dry, or easier patterns. It might be what we're seeing here. And let's see if Cynthia can get right hook a little bit. Nope, give her the 3 outs, so that's going to give her 26 in the third. Tough start against Daria Pajak. Let's see how Daria comes back. She was in the pocket in the first frame on this right lane. 7-10 in the pocket. Let's see how she comes back. You can see that layout there. You saw it there briefly. Stacked layout directly under her bridge, meaning she wants pretty early roll out of that volatility. So she obviously likes the surface. And gets that out to the dry, gets back, slap 10, and there's a double for Daria, giving her the early 32-pin lead right away. See, you can see she got that out quite a bit to the right, but it had just enough to come back and slap the 10 out. Even though she is getting some early roll out of that global volatility. And let's see what she does here. Again, fairly low push-away position for Daria. She brings it up a little bit before going into her swing. Dead flush there. Beautiful shot. And that's going to give her back to the plus 200 and a 42-pin lead now already over Cynthia, who gets 8 pins of handicap by virtue of her entering average. And here's a ball change by Cynthia. Moving over to this hypercell fuse. Now this is a ball that will go a little bit longer for her, turn up a little bit harder, and let's see if it gives her a better look into the pocket. And good execution. Certainly nothing wrong there. Give her the strike, carry the 7, and good ball change there by Cynthia. Let's see if she can get back on track here. And beautiful shot there by Cynthia, no doubt about that one. And let's see if she's going to go ahead and switch on both lanes. And this lane has been a little bit tighter for her. Let's see if she makes any kind of a move or is able to get herself into the pocket here. And pretty good shot there. Turn up. No, another 7-10. We saw Daria leave one earlier, and that one was just trying to make the corner. But again, into the pot, it didn't quite catch it at the bottom, maybe a little bit forward roll, and it just kind of rolls out a little bit on her. And there's a 7-10 in the pocket, virtually guaranteeing another open for Cynthia, which is going to make 4 out of 5 opens starting off this match. And not the way she envisioned this quarterfinal going, but sometimes you're the windshield and sometimes you're the bug. So fortunately, she'll continue to try to make adjustments. And we saw Valentine struggle mightily on this pattern last game. So certainly not a reflection of the quality of the bowler, but just sometimes you get in that tweener zone, and you get a little over-under, and you struggle to score. And here's a Daria going for 4 in a row here. Way out to the dry, and that doesn't make it back for a 2, 4, 8, 10. You can tell she got it right. Maybe a touch fast. Let's see if she loses it a bit. No, she got through it. She's lofting it. Yeah, I think it's the opposite on the right lane. If you think about the left lane being a little bit tighter for the lefties, the right lane looks a little bit tighter for the right-handers, which is typically the case. It might be topography. It might be just the lay of the boards, somewhat to do with the pattern. But let's see how she does. You might have to hook at this spare, and she hooks at it, hooks by it, gets the 2, which is going to put her at 64, exactly 90, still a 46-pin lead. but unfortunately that's two open. So we have yet to see a spare in this match through 5 frames and only 4 strikes. So it seems it's either feast or famine here, and no bowler has missed a makeable spare. Everything's just been 7-10s or splits or whatever, and there's a little high. Oh, carry out the rolling 6-pin. I guess that's one way to make the 4-6, trip the 4 and have it go into the 6. And again, she got that out over the lane quite well, rolls it over, and give me the 6-pin carry on that one. Might call her a trip 6 left-hander on that one. And here's Cynthia, back-to-back pocket shots we have seen since switching to this hypercell fused. Let's see what she can do here. And lay off. Beautiful shot. Best shot of the match there by Cynthia. Interesting, the Global 900 now a member of the Storm family. We have both these bowlers and now a member of the same fine line of Storm products. 900 Global, Rotogrip, Storm. Now they have those great 3G shoes. And I'm proud to be a member of that Storm family as well. So here's another shot by Cynthia. Let's see if she can tame this left lane. She's had nothing but trouble here. And pretty good shot. Got through it very nicely. Laid it out. Give her the mixer. And there's a much needed double. Anything can happen. Stranger things have happened relative to these matches. And got that out to the dry a little bit. Turns up enough. Give her the mixer strike. So good shot there. We're down to a 36-pin lead now for Daria. Let's see how she can do. She's been basically struggling on this right lane. Let's see what happens. Got it out. Now that went. She got it out to the dry. It hooked immediately and comes back to go Brooklyn. That is the very definition of over-under. Let's watch this one. Now, she got it left a little bit, but that did not hold in the oil at all. It just hooked. She got a lot of hit behind it, but got it left of her target for sure, and it hooked enough to go Brooklyn. But to give her the double, to match this Cynthia's double. So Daria looking good now in this match. She's almost to the point where she can close it out. If she could get this strike here, it would almost put the finishing touches on the match. And that one's through the beak. So having a little trouble staying in the pocket here. But nonetheless, still enjoying a 33-pin lead over Cynthia Frendo Duca. Looks like maybe a urethane ball of some kind, plastic. Cross lane to the 3-6-10. And beautiful shot there, no doubt about that one. I will tell you that many pros who shoot that spare aim at the 3-pin and hope. They try to throw it straight and hit the 3-pin and hope they make it. That is an acknowledged strategy by many bowlers. Let's see what Cynthia can do here. Very important shot here. If she can strike here, she can close the gap further, put some pressure on Daria, maybe keep herself in this match. And got through it well. Down the lane, in the pocket. Good shot. That'll do it. Very nice. Okay, back to a 23-pin match we have now. And we still have 2-0 in the wood. 204 in the wood for Cynthia, even with that tough start. And Daria cruising along at a 217 pace. Oh, excuse me, 197 pace. So if Cynthia can strike out here, she can force Daria, and does another strike in the ninth. she can force Daria to get a double at some point before the game is over. Look at this shot. Beautiful, dead flush. Well, there's a great example of making your adjustments in the middle of the game. Once again, 204 in the wood for Cynthia. Right now, Daria at a 197 pace gets it out, and a nasty split. That's going to be the 3, 4, 6, 7. Watch this hook. And she went Brooklyn on this lane last time, tried to get it right. And this time she thought she made a better shot, but it just read and went straight through the middle for a terrible 6 count, giving her 153. And folks, we're down to about a 9-pin match right now, and if Daria doesn't make this, Cynthia might take the lead on the bench. Gets only 2. And Daria now staring at a 181 total, 191 she can get if she strikes out. With Cynthia cruising at a 184 pace. So Cynthia has taken the lead by 3 on the bench by virtue of that 4-bagger she just threw. And it comes right down to the 10th, 3-pin match. Get it right, come back, and another split by Daria. No. 2, 4, 10 gets it a little right. She thought on the drier lane it would recover, but having issues here. And my goodness, what a topsy-turvy match this has been. And let's see if Daria can make this. I might say that this might be a must-make spare for her, as Cynthia's been looking very good on that right lane, her finishing lane, and cannot make it, just gets the 2 out. And that's going to give her a 170. Wow. After that spare, after that 710 in the pocket triple, Daria having trouble here and coming back with a 170. So funny how the fortunes can change on this wet-dry oil pattern. So Cynthia basically just needs to keep the ball on the lane here. Yeah, she's going to beat 170 with 9 out. She would beat it. So, and a strike will definitely beat it. So Cynthia, Frendo Duca coming back after 3 opens at the beginning of the match. Like I said, folks, stranger things have happened. She was down by 46 pins in the 5th frame, comes back with the next 5. And let's see if she can keep that going to the next 6 or even strike out with the back 7 to win this match against the very tough Daria Pajak. This has to be a highlight of Cynthia's career to come back and win this match. She made the ball change. She kept working the line, and there's 9, no problem. But what a fine bit of bowling! What a fine bit of match play bowling. Making the move in the middle of the match, making the adjustments, staying calm, staying in the game. And with this spare, she'll enjoy there's a miss, 192 to 170. Victory. Didn't even look that close. Who would know? This was virtually tied in the last frame. So congratulations to Cynthia on a great comeback. And we will see you in the next match.